This is Red Dog Terrain. Welcome back to the shed. Today we're building Necron Pillars. At my local game store, I ran into a friend of mine I haven't seen in years. It turns out he plays Necrons. So I went home and I built some objective markers for when he plays. So I started by cutting a stack of 2" by 2" squares out of XPS foam. This could be done with a steady hand and a sharp knife, but I used the Proxon. For each pillar, I took one square and beveled the edges. Then I stacked up 3 more and cut them on an angle, coming to a nice point. Next, I cut a square of dollar store foam board at about 1.5 by 1.5 inches and place it between the 3rd and 4th layer, or the 1st and 2nd layer depending on which way you're coming from. I glued them all together and gave them a quick sand. You can see there was an issue here. That's where the toothpick, holding everything together, had a fight with the Proxon. But a little bit of spackle and more sanding fixed that. I would like to thank the band Aya for the use of their music in all of my videos. These guys are super nice. Check them out on Bandcamp. Link in the description. Everything got a coat of the secret sauce, which is of course just Mod Podge and black paint, and this is done to protect the foam. Then I painted everything in a dark gray, well, everything except the indented section. That got painted white. I had these chevrons and plastic clips in my bits box and painted them neon green. The little clips were a pain to work with. They didn't want to hold paint and they broke very easily. At some point, I painted the white stripe, the neon green to match. These are so tall and lightweight that they fell over way too easily, so I put some screws in them for weight and stability. It was right about here that I realized that I just didn't like how they looked, so I cut off the clips and chevrons and changed course. Inspired by this amazing mini of Cesarek, the last of the Necron Silent King, I decided to go bigger. I drew the shape on some thick cardstock and cut it out. I would pin the shape down to some dollar store foam board and cut it out. After cutting out a circle in the middle, I would glue the cardstock and thin foam together. Then, I would cut out a cross in the center of that circle. The glowing green and familiar markings let the Marines know they were definitely in the wrong place. Soft beeps and mechanical chirps echoed across the desolate land. Pillars were monitoring their movement and sending information back to the Necron Empire. All they could do was say their last goodbyes and prepare for the inevitable and incoming death. I cut out a slice on the top just big enough to fit the new piece in, and then I put them all together. I filled in some gaps with spackle, and then painted on more neon green. I'm still not totally satisfied at how these turned out, but they're definitely better than when I started. I think if I would have sanded more and smoothed out the edges, they'd be a lot better. I hope my friend enjoys playing with them. I hope it inspires his armies to victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being part of the 500 subscribers I now have.